o'clock on this July 17th. Thanks for joining us on Arc Rochester on this Friday Eve. I'm Abi Fridmann.
And I'm Dan Schrack. We have a full 2 hours to get through, so let's run down what we have brewing for you this morning.
The Hoochenanny Whiskey and Music Festival is just around the corner, and this morning organizers are coming on to share more about what fans can expect for a very special evening that's happening at the festival. They're announcing it for the very first time here on Arc Rochester.
And then later, we're learning more about an event designed to help you meet your next forever friend. We're going to be taking a closer look at Operation Freedom Ride's upcoming meet and greet with some four-legged friends.
And then this morning, we're playing a little game asking the question, what does this emoji really mean for World Emoji Day? That and more coming up in this morning's Trending Now. I was unaware of that one.
Yeah, a little game
Great.
we got cooked up.
Fun.
Before all of that, we do want to get a check of today's forecast because it's a bit more breezy out there today with some potential storms. Meteorologist Marty Snyder standing by. Marty, on the bright side of all of it, the humidity kind of taking a day off.
That's it. Yeah, we're going to see that humidity really pull back as we head through the day today. Kind of humid to start, but that's that change that we'll see going forward. You can see some sunshine trying to work in, a little bit of cloud cover as well. We'll go back and forth between some sun and some clouds at times as we head through the morning. Starting off with temperatures already up to 77 degrees. So again, very warm start to the day. Dew point, that's coming in at 71. That's actually up a degree in the past hour. So very humid start to the day. But that humidity will start to pull back as we head deeper into the day. We'll get up to about 86 by noon. As we head through the afternoon, may lose a few degrees here and there, down to 83, maybe a shower during the morning, but they'll be very isolated. Really not too many of those to go around. And then longer term, numbers continue to drop down a little bit, heading into tomorrow, about 76 for that high, so lower humidity at that point, a lot of sun and not as hot. And then temperatures mostly in the 80s as we head through the weekend, or at least close to 80, and then a little higher into the 80s into early next week. So a little break from that heat and humidity as we head through the day today, at least a break from the humidity by the end of the day today, and then much lower humidity and lower temperatures as we head into tomorrow, guys.
And good sleeping weather.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, some cooler nights. A lot of the lows averaging close to 60 over the next couple nights, maybe even some upper 50s by tomorrow night. So yeah, big change there as well.
All right, sold. We'll take it. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right, let's go off the top and start with some of the things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'm going to kick things off today. This morning, we're celebrating a very special milestone.
We are?
We are.
Okay.
Yes. Disneyland officially turning 70 years old today. The park first opened its gates on July 17th, 1955. And to mark the anniversary, Disneyland has planned a full day of celebrations. There's a new animatronic tribute to Walt Disney inside the Opera House, a special projection show called The Last Verse, and an updated version of our favorite song, It's a Small World After All, with a new third verse dedicated to unity and Mother Earth. Now, let's take a quick trip back in time to where it all began. Disneyland featured just 5 lands and 36 attractions on opening day. Tickets cost $1 for adults. And Abby, that is important to remember.
Okay. I got it.
It was also just 50 cents for kids at the time. And get this, rides were actually priced separately from 10 to 35 cents each. Okay. Fast forward 70 years, the park has expanded in almost every direction. Additions like New Orleans Square, Toontown, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge have turned it into a place that continues to grow with every generation. And now, Abigail, I'm gonna put you on the spot for a quick round of Guess That Prize.
I hate this already. All right,
Okay, let me get my answers here, because we've got this all set up. Ready?
This is why, okay, whatever.
What? No, go for it. Go for it. Please say it. Say it. How do you really feel?
Well, I need to know ahead of time if you're going to be doing fun stuff like that, because I'm about to do mine and it's garbage.
Force me to do this.
All right, fine.
Yes.
Let's just do it then.
Yes. Okay. In 1955, how much was a one-day adult ticket to Disneyland?
It was $1.
Very good. I'm glad you paid attention. Okay. Next. In 1990, what do you think it cost for a day at Disneyland?
I'll go with $50. Wait, can I get a second one?
Sure.
25?
$25 to
Okay.
$27.
All right.
Yes. And in 2025, if you wanted a one-day ticket to Disneyland, how much is it going to cost you right now?
Okay. Well, we did the Disney World story a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like between 90 and 100?
Close.
Okay.
Anywhere between $104 to over $150 based on demand pricing.
Okay.
What's that? What's that? We have a bonus round. Bonus round. What did a popcorn and soda cost at the park in 1955?
For both,
Mm-hmm.
like a combined. I will go with 20 cents.
50 cents.
50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
How about 1990?
$2.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay. What are you spending for a popcorn and soda at Disneyland today, 2025?
I'm gonna go with. How big is it?
Average.
Okay. I'll go with $23.
You're actually a little high, believe it or
Really?
not.
Okay.
Yeah. About $6 for the popcorn.
Oh, geez.
Same price for the soda, $6 for the soda.
All right.
Now, contrary to popular belief, Disneyland hasn't always had its gates open, but there have only been a handful of closures when the park completely closed down. It closed in 1963 after the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, in 1970 during a large Vietnam War protest that turned chaotic, and in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th. Most recently, 2020, during the COVID pandemic, that forced the park to close for more than a year. But today, the gates are wide open with special hours all the way to midnight. Pulling out the stops, celebrating 70 years. The big 7-0, so happy birthday to the happiest place on earth, a place built on wishes, filled with magic and proof that dreams really do come true. I got a lot of coffee in today, and I'm off tomorrow, so I'm feeling really good.
I forgot you were off tomorrow. Jeez. Okay. Well, I'm glad you got it in. That was a fun game.
Are you gonna really bring us down here?
You know, I should have known. I really should have. When I said, Dan, what's your off the top? And you said, Disneyland, celebrating 70 years. In my head, I thought, I wonder if he's going to turn that into a rant. And then I was like, no, we're probably good.
Yeah.
Something else, though.
Yep.
You never know.
A little fun. Spice it up.
Ashley, do we have to do mine?
I mean, it's sort of the way the show works.
Wait.
The show is whatever we want it to to be.
But wait,
Right.
do you not want to do
No,
it?
it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. It's just kind of a bummer. this
Okay.
one. All right. A woman.
As well.
A woman and her son. They got stranded in a forest on their way to Boy Scout camp. It sounds like a joke. It's not. Thankfully, they were rescued thanks to their quick thinking. Here's the story. They were headed from Sacramento to a Boy Scout camp, Camp Wolfboro. They lost their GPS signal, and then their car got stuck in the mud and the dirt while they were stranded. They had no way of calling for help. That area is extremely remote, with deep canyons, mountainous terrain, and trees as far as the eye can see. Members of law enforcement telling the news that the woods is known for having little to no radio or cell service, so they were essentially stranded. The Boy Scout camp reported back to the family and said that they were overdue and unable to get in contact with them. The family called the police. Volunteer search and rescue teams were deployed, and then they started figuring out a potential timeline and a route for the mother and the son. The sheriff's office used four-wheel drive vehicles and drones to canvass the area. And then campers in that area eventually sent law enforcement a tip saying they thought they saw a car matching the description but didn't know they needed help. This helped law enforcement narrow the search down for the pair. That's when they stumbled upon a clue. You just saw that note written by the mother, left behind with the date and a plea for help. I don't know if we can pull it up again, but it read, quote, "Me and my son are stranded with no service and can't call 911. It went on to say, "We're ahead up the road to the right. Please call 911 to get help for us." Then there was another note left behind encouraging police to follow these brown strips of paper that they left along the trail and pinned down with rocks, kind of like Hansel and Gretel. It pointed law enforcement directly to their location.
Wow.
Only about a mile away from the second note. That's where they found the mother and son, brought them back to their family in a very emotional reunion. Members of law enforcement praising the two for their survival instincts that ultimately saved their lives.
That's a good story.
It is, and it makes me wonder if the Boy Scout got some kind of badge for that. A badge?
I think Mom deserved
Absolutely.
One
For sure.
for herself.
Yeah.
As well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy. You'd think you'd earn more than just
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying, like, how wild is that?
No, but like, let's give him, he gets the award for survivor skills for the year.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Either way.
I was only a Cub Scout for, I don't know. I did we built little cars and we did a race, and I think I won that race. And then I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Not for you?
No.
You won, but it wasn't for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I had winning in my future, but.
Oh my gosh. You didn't even give me the opportunity to be fun today. You got to give me a heads up next time.
How did I gave you the opportunity. We played a game.
No, but I mean for mine.
Oh.
This is why people think you're the fun one all the time. You know how many people come into the station, we'll have guests, and they'll be like, Dan, you're so funny. And then they look at me and they're like, you're so smart. And that's usually it.
Listen, smart is a compliment, lady.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Hey, we have much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're checking in with Mr. Chris Lopez. He's highlighting a milestone for the Rochester Public Market.
And don't forget, you can watch us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break. 8:14. Hey, this year, the Rochester Public Market is celebrating its 120th anniversary.
Yeah, from farm fresh produce to handcrafted items, the market has something for everyone. And Chris Lopez is live this morning at Rohrbach Brewing Company in the Market District. He is telling us everything that they have to offer for folks at the public market. Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, you guys may be thinking, Rohrbach, why am I here? Well, this is the Market District, and Jim Farr was telling me every single business in the district, we're not even too far away from the public market, probably, I don't know, a couple football fields away from there. The businesses in the Market District are part of the public market, and I want to go over to Jake, who's the GM here at Rohrbach. You guys do a lot more than brew beer. You guys have a festival going on, I believe, in September, right? The Railroad Street Fest?
September 7th, at noon to 6, right here on Railroad Street. We'll be blocking down the whole road, having local vendors out, supporting all of the businesses on Railroad Street itself. We just really want to highlight everyone in this area because I feel like it's had a light shed on it in the past years that we gotta rectify. So, I mean, we've spent probably the past 4 or 5 months just kind of planning everything together. We've got our permits and everything in. Everyone is getting vendors, and things are coming together.
And I like that you guys are shedding a spotlight on the vendors. Are you guys still accepting vendor application? And if so, what kind of vendors are you looking for?
Yeah, vendor applications are open. Okay. It's just a $40 fee, so we're trying to get people that normally wouldn't be able to go out to Lilac Fest or Cornhill Fest. And people who are just trying to get into the vendor game. We've got arts, crafts, we got live music, food vendors. All the businesses will be open on Sunday as well. We'll have a signature cocktail, and each location will kind of have their own little shtick, I would say. We got a kids play area with John Greco and his secret garden. Okay. We'll have a bounce house.
Everyone's welcome to this event. It seems like kid-friendly, adult-friendly. You want to drink beer? You don't want to drink beer?
Kid-friendly, adult-friendly, pet-friendly. Okay. And it's right out hooked up to the market, so there's parking all around. And then basically we're just going to have a party for a day and get some vendors out here and have a good time.
Mark your calendar, September 7th, you said. What time?
7th at noon to 6.
Noon to 6 here on Railroad Street. And what I love about the public market, this market area really, is vendors are shining light on other vendors, big and small, here at Rohrbach. Or if you go over to the public market, there's someone with a small stand making bracelets, but I want to shed light on the bigger ones, right? We're at Rohrbach. I'm here with John, the owner. You guys have a lot going on. You guys are constantly doing stuff with your beer, and you guys are now shedding a light on different vendors as well. But what do you guys have going on during this summer? It's a kind of a big season for you guys during the summer.
For sure. Summer's our beer season. Actually, we got an order going over to Innovation Field. The Wings are back in town next week, but we're brewing beer this morning. We're filtering beer, which is cleaning it up. It's getting sent over to package and to keg, and we're working in the cellar. It's crazy time. It's a good time of day, too, because the mornings are very, very busy. But things are good.
And what kind of beers do you guys, seasonal beers? You guys, last time I was here, you guys had a few seasonal beers that I got to try. Anything new on the docket coming for this year or next year?
Yeah, we have our classics that we always have. Scotch Ale, and we just came out with a new IPA, which is really great, Cosmic Crush. But then we have our limited release, our short series, and we just came out with a Blood Orange Kolsch. There's a Peach IPA. There are always lots of things on the docket. Every couple months, that's going to change and rotate.
And then you got Railroad Fest. I want to hit on that again.
Yeah.
You guys are a big, you guys, in terms of this market district, you guys are, the big fellas around here, but you guys are giving a spot to the vendors, the smaller vendors as well. Why do you guys decide to do that?
Well, I can tell you, we moved in here about 20 years ago, and I didn't know the market that well. I really wasn't a market person. It's amazing what's happened in 20 years. So many different, businesses along the line, but it's just fun. We want to bring people down here. Railroad Street's a little tiny street on the east side of the market, and we're going to block it off, and we constantly want to bring people and expose them to the market and to all the vendors that are here. So it should be a lot of fun.
What's that, Saturday, September 7th, I believe?
Yes.
There we go.
In the afternoon, and really come down. People know the market, but if you haven't been down here, it's a great excuse to come down. It's family friendly. We'll have a ball.
And then when you guys open regularly, Rohrbach?
We're in the beer hall.
Yep.
We are open Wednesday to Saturdays, and Saturdays all day because the market's busy.
Yeah.
So go down to the market, grab whatever vegetables you want, and then come on down here, grab a pizza and a beer if you want. We got really nice private space. This building has just been great, and it has been really a true pleasure to be in the market.
There we go. Thank you guys for opening your doors for us bright and early this morning. They're making beer. They're hard at work. You have the people at the public market hard at work as well. I'm going to send it back to you in studio. We're going to be at Kombucha next.
Ooh.
Bring you guys some kombucha.
Oh, we have them on our bookshelf. Yeah, really good.
Where?
It's the one
right here.
Cat
Kombucha. Yes. You know what we need for the shelf in here? We do need a Rohrbach. We don't have any Rohrbach, Chris.
Yeah.
So if you could bring us just
you
something.
have an entire keg, man. You have an entire keg that I brought back from Rohrbach.
Yes.
And it's still, I haven't seen it because it's too heavy for you guys to lift.
Well,
We've had
It's
it out
empty.
here before.
We have, and it's not
had it
too
out
heavy
here. It's not
for
too heavy for us.
to lift. But we're a little busy out here anchoring the news, Chris.
Yes.
We don't have time to go be grabbing the keg.
Yeah, but if you could get something small with a logo on it that we could permanently have out here, that'd be great.
Bigger's always better, man. I brought you guys an entire keg.
Hey, this ain't Texas.
All right, Chris.
Ain't no whole room.
Bye, Chris. Hey, don't go anywhere. When our Rochester returns, this morning's weather trivia.
Marty is back. On the other, you hate me today, I know. Back on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is joining us now with a look at some of the breezy air we'll be seeing today, Marty.
Yeah,
and weather trivia, too. Sorry, can't
That's
forget
right.
that.
Both of the two. But yeah, kind of a breezy day coming up. That's going to be that little sign of change. And one of the things that's kind of an interesting question I have this morning is we're talking about weather imagery that we get from space. You know, we use these weather satellites all the time to see what's going on with the cloud cover. Well, we want to know, when was the first one put up into space?
Ooh.
So it's a kind of a time-based trivia for you. So the question is, when was the first weather satellite, TIROS-1, launched? So when do we get that first imagery back of the weather? There was some imagery from other things that were launched up that did send back some images of clouds and things like that. But this was the first weather satellite that was launched. We want to know what year it was. Was it back in '57? Was it 1960? Was it 1965? Or was it 1969?
Okay.
When was that put up into space?
I am going to go with, I know when Sputnik went up.
Okay.
And I think that's an important date to keep in mind because you don't want to go before then.
Correct.
I think I know.
Okay.
I think I know.
All right.
I guess I have an educated estimate.
Okay, good. Yeah, register those guesses. We'll have that answer coming up in about an hour or so. But yeah, kind of an interesting thing. It's one of those imageries that we use all the time back in the weather office, trying to figure out where the clouds are, what type of clouds they are, and things like that. So it's come a long way since that first one was launched, but that's something we use a lot for that data that we use back in the weather office. But today we're going to see some of those clouds pass through. It's going to be a story where we see some clouds and some sun. We kind of go back and forth between those categories. The chance will be there for an isolated shower during the morning, but still mainly dry for much of the day. We'll see temperatures move up pretty rapidly through the morning. Then we'll just level off and then fall back a little bit. Some mid-80s for highs, pulling back to about 83 by 4 p.m. and turning breezy like we were mentioning. But we have seen a couple showers try to form across the area, and not a lot inside western New York right now. A lot of that over the eastern half of New York State, some back into southern Ontario. You can see a few showers trying to form there well to our west. Some of that back into southern Ontario now. So we'll have to monitor that activity as it draws east. But for the most part, dry start to the day. Not too bad. I think most of the morning stays dry. You can see some of those clouds occasionally passing through. Kind of a cool view there with those clouds occasionally working in. And I think that'll be the theme for the short term. Right now, 77 degrees and very summer-like start to the day. Already temperatures quite elevated. We're starting off with a dew point up to 71. That's a very humid range to be in. And we're seeing a lot of temperatures hold somewhere in the 70s now. A lot of mid to upper 70s out there. Some areas not too far from 80. You look at Clifton Springs, Ontario, South Bristol, even Dansville, all within a couple or a degree of 80 right now. And we'll see these numbers rise into the 80s again, mid 80s, and then that's where it'll stop today. What's left of any of those few showers that'll form today, they're going to move out through the afternoon. More sun works in. Again, temperatures pull back a little bit. Humidity drops off a little bit today. And then overnight tonight, a few extra clouds set up. Tonight's going to be a cooler night than recent nights, probably somewhere near 60 for a low. And then as we head into the day tomorrow, back into some sun. Nice looking day with that sunshine winning out. Nice feeling as far as temperatures go. 86 today, down to 61 tonight. Tomorrow about 76 for a high. So a rare day of recent when temperatures will be a little below average. Not by much, still a pretty nice day. Much lower humidity by tomorrow. Big change by then. That change will take place late today, but will come to full fruition going into tomorrow. Then for the weekend, maybe a little passing shower Saturday, about 82 then. 80 and 82 for Sunday and Monday. Then we rise a little higher into the 80s into next week. So a little variation in those temperatures here and there. The heat relents a little bit through tonight, tomorrow, even tomorrow night. Those temperatures come back pretty well. So some cooler nights in store for us and even a cooler afternoon going into tomorrow, guys.
It's going to feel refreshing in comparison to like the upper 80s, 90s that we've been having.
Exactly. And especially that humidity dropping back. I think that'll be a key element as well as far as having it be a little more comfortable out there than what we have been seeing.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And good sleeping weather across the board.
Oh, yeah. Some of those
Good
lows.
sleeping weather.
Big change there. Yeah, may drop to about 60 tonight. Could even see some upper 50s for tomorrow night. So, yeah, if you have AC and you've been using it recently, you may be able to back off
a
little
bit,
especially during some of the nights, next couple nights.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right, don't go anywhere. We have much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
We're back on the other side of the break. Good Thursday morning. Thanks so much for sticking with us. 8:30. This is ARC Rochester, and it's time to take a closer look at some of the local stories that are sparking conversation online and in our community, finding out where you stand on some of the hot topics.
Yeah, so we'll start out with another local senior living community set to close its doors later this year.
Yeah, the Legacy at Grand Avis on 5 Mile Line Road in Penfield plans to shut down by the end of September. Its website says it's closing after a careful review, but didn't provide any further details. The facility says it's working closely with its residents and their families to ensure a seamless transition.
So this is not the first senior living facility that we've seen prepare to close its doors. So let's take a look at some of the comments because there have been quite a few of them online. Christopher K. saying, it's tragic what is happening. These places will be knocked down and vacant lots. A great need will remain and underserved falling on families to otherwise care for their own. Our elderly deserve better. Imagine needing a place for your mom or dad to recover or live, and nothing is available for 50 plus miles. This is a reality.
It's really, really difficult seeing those comments because it's something that so many families right now are facing. You mentioned that this isn't the first one we've seen, and this isn't the first one we've seen in the past month.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, no,
which
exactly.
Is absolutely wild. Sorry, we can pull those graphics back up. My apologies to go on that little bit of a rant. We've got another comment that says loved ones being placed 50 miles away, but then it was 100 plus miles away. It's bad enough they have to give up their homes, but to have to go so far away so family and friends can't even visit. That's elderly abuse.
Lisa says, where are all these seniors supposed to go? I feel every week there is somewhere closing.
Yeah, Barb says, just when you think you are set for end part of your life, you have to leave. Really difficult, not only for these families, but uprooting anyone when you don't want to move is difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, it's both emotionally and can be physically trying on many of these people.
Yeah.
So a lot of questions to be asked of that facility, of the other facility that also made the announcement that by the end of, I believe, this month, it's closing its doors, as to what they're actually doing to assist their residents and finding them a new place to call home.
Yeah, it'd be like if you lived in, an apartment building and then all of a sudden they said, hey, we're closing up shop. Let's say you rely on the apartment building for, other resources like food and laundry and, whatever. And they said, yep, we're closing up shop. You got to find somewhere else to live.
Here's your 30-day notice.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable in a lot of cases. All right, let's move along now to the fight continuing in Ontario County to save a fire district from dissolution.
Last month, the Board of Commissioners shared a proposal to dissolve the Fishers Fire District with concerns over future financial instability. We've talked about this story quite a bit on ARC Rochester. So the town of Victor would then be responsible for services in that district.
Now, at a crowded public meeting last night, community members shared their concerns, mostly centered around emergency response times. The board says although the district is currently debt-free, the tax levy is expected to triple in the next 15 years.
It is unclear when exactly the district would make a final decision, but if the plan to dissolve passes, it would take effect August 31st.
Now, I know this is also another hot topic, a real hot button issue for people. Watching some of the video from that meeting last night and some of the speakers, there was one thing that I heard, someone said the tax levy is expected to double over the next 15 years. They made the argument that this is not a problem we're going to be dealing with tomorrow without notice. This is an issue that is going to be spread out over time. We have 15 years to work out a solution and figure out something that works for all of us within this district. But it's also very upsetting to some people who say we don't need this. We don't need these services.
Yeah.
People are sounding off. Tracy says there's no reason to dissolve a solvent fire district. Leadership needs to stop working in their personal interests and work in the interest of the community.
Get Educated wrote, "Why do this based on what might happen in the next 15 years? If I lived there, I'd be angry too. Why mess with people's lives based on what might happen?"
Dolores says, "This is not what we elected them for. Keep the fire department that we depend on."
And, you know, I think, I can't remember if it was a quote or if it was a comment on social media, because, you know, I've been reading about this quite a bit. Somebody said, you know, firefighters and fire departments are typically the first to respond to any 911 call. And, you know, with relying on the Victor Fire Department, that is incredibly reliable, you know, there would be longer wait times.
Yeah.
And in an emergency, when seconds matter, minutes matter, you know, it can be the difference between life or death.
It absolutely can. Absolutely can. Yeah, I believe someone who spoke last night mentioned something like it's going to take an additional 10 minutes. Now, to validate that time, I don't know how you would even do that. But as you mentioned, minutes matter, seconds matter in that situation.
I think that was from that woman's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's, I mean, that's too much time.
Yeah.
That's too much time. Of course, you can find all of these stories and plenty more on our website, 13wham.com. Make sure to weigh in on social media or in the comment sections. You could see them right here on air.
Much more to come this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we'll check in again with Chris Lopez live at the Public Market this morning as they celebrate a very special anniversary.
Hey, and don't forget, you can watch us on the go wherever you are. Did you know 13 Wham, or what are we? We're ARC Rochester is streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. There's too many. I'm just finding out right now. There's too many Rochesters.
Too many shows.
Too many shows. Too many hours.
Good Day Rochester.
5 hours, folks. You can find us on YouTube. We're there, and we'll be here when you come back. We come back.
Welcome back. The Rochester Public Market has been serving our community for 120 years now.
Yeah, it's really incredible. You can find local vendors both inside and outside. They offer a variety of things for your picking. Chris Lopez is there live this morning in the Market District, it looks like, at this hour, learning more about what is up for grabs, what is there being offered. Chris, one of my favorite restaurants is right there, Bitter Honey.
Yes, yeah, we have it all. Public Market is just down there. We're there about 6 o'clock to about 7:40. Hopped on over here to Rohrbach Brewing Company. Now we're going to take a stroll into Kombucha. And who really doesn't love kombucha? Really any time of the year, but summertime, it's especially refreshing. I'm here with the owner. Kat, you have a nice display ready for us. It's very clean. It's very vibrant in here. I've never been in here. Tell me a little bit about Kombucha and how you got your start.
Yeah. Well, so Kombucha has been around since 2017. Okay. We actually have always been in this neighborhood prior to our location here on Railroad Street. We were in the Rohrbach's location across the street, kind of tucked away in their warehouse, just working at wholesale, very little retail presence until about 2021 when we opened this location here.
I love it, really graduating from there to over here, opening your own business. You get the public market action, especially on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about the kombucha, though.
Yeah,
you're going to pour a flight for me. Yeah. What should we start out with? I'm brand new here. Okay. I'm asking you. Okay. What should I start? Breakfast?
Well, so I'm going to give you some of my favorites, I suppose, since I get to pick. Okay. One of the ones that we do in the summertime that is very delicious is the summer mate. So I'm going to go ahead and start you off with that.
Did you say summer mate? Yes. Not latte. Okay.
Not latte. It's mate. So mate is a, go ahead. Yeah, sorry. I could give you smaller pours.
No, it's okay.
Don't feel like you have to chug it. Do you want me to hold this for you?
No.
So mate is it's actually not technically tea. It's a root that you make tea from the leaves, and people often know about yerba mate. This is a Brazilian mate, and then it has calendula flowers, lemongrass, chamomile, mint. So it's really bright, refreshing. It's kind of a quencher.
I was gonna say that's kombucha. Normally, when I taste kombucha, it kicks you in the face. It's zesty almost. That one is very just waterish almost.
You're being nice. Like some kombucha is like vinegary. Like you're like a little bit like, oh, it hurts.
Yes.
We try to avoid that as much as possible while still doing everything completely in the natural process, having low sugar, low carbs, just by using good ingredients and putting together unique flavors that taste really good when there's a little bit of a tang added into that.
I'm excited for the next. What do we got next up? What do you recommend?
So kind of my all-around favorite would be the vanilla bergamot.
Vanilla.
Yes. So this is made with a black tea. Whoop, there we go. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll fill them a little smaller. I'm sorry. This is how I would fill them for a customer. So
still no kick in there.
Yeah. It's tasty, right? Very juicy, very smooth. It actually, even though there's no blueberry in it, I find that it has sort of like a blueberry note, which is really, fun and surprising. And that's the fun thing about fermentation. So
next up,
let's go with the jasmine. This is kind of I'm gonna fill you a little less just so it's not so crazy to give it to you.
Generous portion sizes.
Yeah, so when you come get a flight, it's actually kind of nice to bring a friend, share, try a few things, and then you can.
This is my favorite one so far.
Love it? Yeah, good.
This one. Am I getting a lot of caffeine out of these at all? I gotta watch that.
Yeah, so with, kombucha is made from tea, so there is some caffeine, but what the cool thing about the caffeine is that the microbes in the process of fermenting will use up a bit of that caffeine and almost like pre-metabolize it for you, so it's not quite the energy drink that you're expecting, but it is not zero either.
Okay, and then last up, that's my favorite. Okay. Let's see if that can beat it.
Okay.
Or this coming one can beat it.
I do feel like this is very unique to us. We make a root beer.
That's my favorite soda, and I was looking at that when I came in here.
I had a feeling that maybe you'd be interested in this.
Okay, let's try that now.
So as you can see, it's not a root beer color. We don't add any artificial coloring, and everything in this kombucha is the same ingredients that you would use to make root beer. We just ferment it.
Okay, I'm smelling the root beer more than I'm tasting the root beer,
Yeah,
which is incredibly unique and it's refreshing.
Yeah.
Root beer, it does kick you in the face. It's root beer.
Yes, exactly. So in root beer, there's sarsaparilla root, there's licorice root, there's wintergreen. We've got all of those components in there. We just ferment it so it gets like a, I don't know, added layer of complexity. But yes, it's not going to be your traditional like caramel color because we just don't do artificial colors or anything.
I love that. Keeping it healthy, especially with the kombucha. You don't want to take away the health benefits of the kombucha. If someone wants to check you out, they're watching this right now, they want some fresh local kombucha, what time are you guys open?
We're opening today at noon. We're open until 6. During the week, we're Wednesday through Friday until 6. And then on the weekend, Saturday, we're 8 to 5. And Sunday, we're 9 to 4.
And then if someone can't come in here, or maybe they just want to take these cans to go.
Sure. We're all around kind of in different Rochester stores. Okay. You can find a list on our website. You can also just order cans straight to your door from our website. So yeah, we do it all.
And they have coffee here, blends of different coffee, which I love. And then you got the specialty single origin coffee over here. They're really doing it up at Kombucha. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Market District.
It's been
Public
great.
Market. Check them both out.
Chris, I want. Can we look at the root beer one again? Which one was the root beer?
This is the root beer one right here, Dan.
Okay, I want to try the root beer.
I'll try it for you again.
I mean, I'll
that
Venmo
one's good,
you.
Dan. You're missing out.
I'll
You gotta come
Venmo
out
you.
on these live shots, man. You're always
won't let us
begging for
leave the
something.
studio, Chris.
Beg for this, the root beer. You should just come over here.
All right.
That one's good.
Mr.
Abby,
Lopez.
try this one out.
Which one is that?
Producer Ashley, this shot's for you.
Like,
Mike DiGiorgio, I'll go back to my favorite.
Wow.
Kombucha.
Okay. I'm at a loss for words. The
Yeah.
betrayal.
yeah, every day.
Disappointment.
Harry's ice cream,
Yep.
beer places, restaurant.
Kombucha.
Nothing. Nothing.
We offer, like, we're like, we'll pay you.
Yeah, we will
Just
give
pick
you
it
money.
up.
We'll Venmo you. I will give you cash before you leave the building.
Yep.
No.
Can't do it.
Stick around. When we come back, we are looking ahead to some upcoming summer events that have something for everyone.
Yeah, the whole family. More coming up after this.
We have almost made it to the end of the month, and if you're looking for a fun way to get the whole family out and about to enjoy the great outdoors, then pay attention.
Yeah, this morning we're joined by our good friend Deb Ross from KidsOutandAbout.com talking about some outdoor events on the horizon. Deb?
So don't rush my summer here, Dan.
Oh, listen.
It's the 17th. We have a whole rest of, I need a slow summer because we need to stuff so much into it.
Okay.
So what all right, I'm going to tell you a secret that now everybody's going to know. There is something hiding all over Spencerport, and you can help find it.
Believe it, I live in Spencerport.
Do you know what it is?
I certainly do.
Okay.
It's the alphabet game.
It's the alphabet. It's the letters of the alphabet. So this was started by a teacher named Sandra Shannon, who right now she's in a little time off to raise her kids. But of course, there's no teacher time off. They're always thinking. And so what she devised was a literacy game. She believes that communities really need to support literacy together. And so basically the letters have escaped and they are hidden all over Spencerport. And if you can help, you child out there, can help them find all 26 by July 31st, then you walk into, let me see where it is, Union Street Coffee and claim your prize. I think this is a great way to get communities involved and also get kids involved in looking for letters and literacy.
What is the prize for kids at Union Street Coffee? Espresso?
Have you seen those signs where hey, if your kids act up, we're going to give them espresso and
a puppy? Yeah. Yeah.
That would be great. Oh, I should actually call them and ask them what the prize is, because we still have a couple of weeks left of July.
Yes.
This weekend, it is International Moon Day. It is the 56th anniversary of the moon landing, and the Rochester Museum and Science Center is celebrating in style. You can build a lunar phase slider. You can design your own lunar base camp. You can see great planetarium shows, experience the moon like never before on their Science on a Sphere, which is what we're seeing here. On the second floor above the gift shop, whenever you're in the RMSC, you want to sneak in there and see what is being projected on this amazing sphere hanging in the middle of the room. And it's going to be the moon this weekend, and you will learn all about it. This weekend also is the Canandaigua Art and Music Festival, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So people head right down to Canandaigua. If you're going through Canandaigua, just beware. There's the Canandaigua Art and Music Festival this weekend. It is the 37th annual one. You've got music, you've got food, you've got vendors, you've got prizes, you've got everything. Art in there. Yes, it's so much fun. I want to give everybody a heads up that the garden concerts at the George Eastman Museum are back. They are free for kids 12 and under. Nice. The next one is this coming Wednesday. There's going to be another one in August.
Pretty too.
And so you have that inside-outside experience there. And bring your blanket, a lawn chair. There's a picnic, or there's food trucks there for your pleasure. Tomorrow night, the RPO is going to be at SUNY Geneseo for their outdoor concert that will start with fun and end with a bang. You can kind of guess what it is, but tickets are just $8 for kids and $13 for adults. And it's going to, I think Marty's giving us some good weather for tomorrow night. Not too hot, perfect for the whole family. Bring your kids. This weekend, the Genesee County Fair is kicking off. That's in Batavia. It starts, there's actually a sneak preview tomorrow night, and then it goes Saturday all the way through the following Sunday, the 26th. It's exactly what you think of when you think of county fairs. And so I think it's the law that you have to bring your kids to this at least once in your lifetime, the county fair, because in their lifetime, maybe it's not the law, but it's definitely a good thing to do to just get that experience of what Americana is all about.
Deb, about 30 seconds left.
Secret Garden this weekend at the JCC. If it gets too hot or you want your musical experience, Irondequoit has garden walks on Sunday from 12 to 4, rain or shine, but I think it's going to be pretty good. And finally, tomorrow, Henrietta Public Library, 1 to 3, it's the Disgusting Club. This is everything disgusting. Little boys love this. You would have too. And tomorrow's theme...
Like boogers and worms?
Poop. Tomorrow's theme is poop. I am pretty sure it must involve the children's book, Everybody Poops, but you've got poop theme tomorrow afternoon at the Henrietta Public Library. Sign your kids up now. They want it.
Comes with chocolate pudding for everyone.
Deb Ross, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey, stick around. We've got a lot more to come right here on Arc Rochester.
We're back after this. July 17th. It's a Friday Eve. Thanks for staying with us on Arc Rochester. I'm Abi Fridmann.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Marty Snyder back with us once again to give us a look at those less humid temperatures that we're going to. Well, the temperatures aren't less humid. The
humidity is lower.
The humidity is lower.
Yeah.
The forecast is less humid.
Yeah.
The temperatures are right where they should be.
Pretty close. Actually, tomorrow is going to be actually below average for a change.
Stop correcting me, okay,
shade.
Marty?
Well, no, we're working together. We're going to get it together.
Yes.
We both need some help some days, and we're getting towards the end of the week, and I need a lot of help when I get into the week. But first of all, it's a trivia. We're going to take a look at trivia.
Right.
I forgot to post this until the last minute, so I don't think we probably got many answers online.
Okay.
Thanks to the person who reminded me that I did not post it. We got it up there at the last minute, though, so hopefully we can answer online. But otherwise, the weather trivia for today, we're talking about well up into the atmosphere, up into space. So what is the first weather satellite, or when was the first weather satellite, TIROS-1, launched? And we have your choices here, 1957, 1960, 1965, or 1969. What do you guys think? What's your guess?
Daniel?
Okay.
You seem kind of confident, Dave.
I thought I was, but now I'm looking at this again, and now I'm like, no.
You got it. You got this.
I don't know, Marty.
No?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm gonna go 60.
Okay. Abby, you venture a guess?
Yeah.
What do you think?
See, I was thinking 57,
Okay.
but then I'm like, I don't know.
What year was Sputnik? 59?
Might have been 57.
Sputnik was
That's why I threw
57?
57 out there, because I thought that was it.
Oh.
If that gives you a little hint.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I'll go
is it-
60.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a
okay.
little hint there. But yeah, the answer didn't come up.
No.
Because I didn't correct the graphic. I'll tell you what the answer is.
Okay.
It was 1960.
Oh,
All right.
Nice. Okay.
I'm not doing too well this morning.
Listen, again, it's
we're
a
all working on
Thursday.
these.
It's a
okay.
Thursday.
My microphone started to go
Who
out a
is
little bit earlier, and I
Samson?
scrambled to get this thing back going.
Samson.
Yeah, who is Samson?
Okay,
Tell me
so
who Samson is.
Samson is he's the son of our good friends Ryan and Jamie.
Okay.
And there he is. He's enjoying the sunshine out there.
Yeah.
And the hot weather. Mm-hmm. And clearly he's having a very fun time.
And are you recording this video for them right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Ready to send it
Look
to
at
them?
them.
Hello to
Good
Samson's
morning.
parents. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the Money Paw outlook. Today is going to be a mainly dry day. It's one of those days with a chance of a shower, but better chance of staying dry than having wet paws today. So figured we'd the air on the positive side, call it dry paws today. Same for Friday. Saturday, the risk of a shower comes up just a little bit. Even for Sunday, it's not a 0% chance, but I think many of these days looks mainly dry. Maybe the best chance of a little isolated showers going into Saturday, but still pretty dry for a lot of these upcoming days.
And with the lower humidity and the temperatures just, taking a little bit of a step back from what we saw earlier this week.
Yeah.
Samson and the rest of the canines out there are going to love it because it's not sweltering. Their little paws are going to be okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about
nice.
burning your paw pads on the driveway.
Yep.
So yeah, a little bit better for all of us, I think, over these next couple days. The humidity starts to pull back a little bit. And even today, by the end of the day, we'll see that change play out. Now, I mentioned today, mainly dry. Notice how it's mainly dry. You can see a few showers that are off to our west right now. Very, very isolated activity. Notice just along the lakeshore up into Niagara County, even a few back into the Niagara Peninsula. You can see a few showers out there. Really, most areas staying dry, but yeah, that chance is there for a little isolated shower this morning. Not too many to go around, but just be aware that small risk is there. But otherwise, pretty quiet start to the day. You can see some thin cloud cover out there, a little bit of cumulus cloud cover in the background there as we're seeing a few of those try to pop up along the lakeshore. But temperatures right now, they're moving along pretty well. 79 currently. The dew point, that's rising up into the 70s, lower 70s for that number. And we're going to see at least that dew point stay pretty high for the short term, not so much for the longer term. A lot of areas closing in on 80 already, 80 exactly for Clifton Springs, Rush, Brockport as well, even 81 down towards Dansville. So we're seeing these numbers really progress along pretty well for the short term. We'll see most of our temperature gains during the morning and our highest risk of a shower during the morning. Not that it's all that high, but could see a couple of those try to sneak through and pass by. But otherwise, here's the afternoon. We start to clear out just a little bit. The humidity drops back. Temperatures may actually lose a few degrees through the afternoon. We'll probably peak somewhere in the mid-80s during the mid part of the day and then pull back a little bit. And then as we head into some of the evening hours, clouds may set up just a little bit, but that's when we're going to start to cool things down a little, probably somewhere near 60 for a low. And as we head into the day tomorrow, right back into some sun. That looks like a really nice day. Very different feel than recent days. 70s for highs, lower humidity. So again, a big change by then, just as far as how it's going to feel out there. But today about 86, still pretty humid for the short term. By the end of the afternoon, that humidity value will begin to drop back. You'll begin to notice a change by then, all the way down to 61 for a low tonight. So quite different in that category than many of the lows that we've been seeing. And then for Friday, there's that high of only 76. Again, a nice day, not chilly or anything like that. We're just a little cooler than where we have been, more comfortable. And then 82 and 80 for the weekend, not too bad. Risk of rain comes up a little bit as we head into the weekend, but at this point, that doesn't look too bad either. And then rising a little higher into the 80s into the first half of next week. So a little bit of a pullback in temperatures, still some summer-like heat in store for those who like it. So I think we have a little bit of something for everyone coming up over these next 3 days to even next week or so.
Excellent.
I
variation.
like it.
Yeah.
Windows open around bedtime. It's just gonna. It's prime time summer.
Very true.
Is what it is.
Easier sleeping weather. We're going to lose that humidity that we've had overnights that have kept houses kind of hot.
Yeah.
So we're going to change that around. So that's always good.
That
Yeah,
will be
that is good.
enjoyable.
All right.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Time right now is 9:07. Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester when we come back. This morning's Spatchcock Phone.
And then later, we are going to be getting a very special announcement about the Hoochenanny Whiskey Festival coming your way.
And don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and VoxRochester.com. We're back after this.
Welcome to paradise. We are making eggplant rollatini, one of my favorite dishes in the world. I fell in love with this actually.
Welcome back. Next month, the Hoochenanny Whiskey and Music Festival will bring folks together for 3 full days of good tunes, good drinks, and an experience like no other.
Yeah, this morning, co-owners of the festival, Sean McCarthy and Tommy Brunette, are here in studio giving us an exclusive special announcement for fans right here on our air. Thank you both so much for showing up this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. So it's an exclusive announcement that Tommy and I, months ago, when we talked about Make-A-Wish together, decided when you have a captive audience for a festival like this, there's no reason not to benefit really important not-for-profits. So, announcing right now, we are doing a whiskey auction at our festival benefiting Make-A-Wish, Endless Highways, and the Lou Graham Foundation.
Wow. That is phenomenal.
That's awesome.
That is excellent.
How did you choose those 3 organizations?
Well, Make-A-Wish, Tommy and I have always supported, so it was a no-brainer. Endless Highways, good friends with Rob there, great guy. And we are making it inclusive to anyone with disabilities, so that was a no-brainer. And Lou Graham Foundation, because Lou Graham's rock and roll.
Very true.
And that's what we are.
Good.
Really
so
incredible.
tell us a little bit then about the auction.
Okay, so I'll give you the lineup here, but also the auction is going to live online. It's going to be at 8 a.m., the day of the festival opening, till 8 p.m., the final day of the festival.
Okay.
So anyone can bid on it. Obviously, we're going to have the bottles on site on display there, hyping it. But anyone in the community can donate. And the community helped us a lot with this. So we have gone out there and basically said to all of our friends, family, we are looking for bottles. It could be a simple bottle, an obscure bottle. So to give you an idea, 2 bottles are donated by the festival, myself and Tommy. This right here, this bottle was made when I was 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
I'm 45, so this is a 28-year bottle. This bottle sells online. If you look it up, Hirsch 28 year for $4,000 to $8,000.
Gosh.
That's a true story. We have the full lineup of Pappy's. So Pappy's is like the holy grail of the obscure bourbon world. This is a 15-year. This is donated by Leanne at Lisa's Liquor Barn. This is a $2,200 bottle.
Wow.
Also going to auction. Donated by the festival. 12-year.
That is
$1,800.
Yeah.
And Tony Gulacy at Max Viesman Place donated this bottle. This is an $800 bottle. Also, Lisa's Liquor Barn, $800 bottle. And we have Blanton's from Bonnie and Clyde, which Blanton's is like one of the hottest bourbons on the market right now. Obscure, it's hard to find at the liquor store. But we got one.
Wow,
that.
that is really neat. I like
Isn't
the
it a cool
design of
bottle?
that.
Yeah, that's a very nice
Yeah, so
bottle.
you can buy it at a store or you can buy it at our auction and benefit awesome not-for-profits.
Okay, so here's the question. You buy it at auction, let's say. Do you drink that or do you keep it then?
I drink it.
You drink it?
I'm not going to let it sit there.
No?
It's too short, yeah.
25 years is long enough.
That's
But,
right.
Yeah, and I've got, the personal collections that we donated from, I try and share them with friends, and it's a special occasion. It's not all day, every day.
Yeah.
But it's good to share with friends.
Tommy, we're friends.
There you go. Come on over.
Open
Come on over.
Yeah.
That's really.
This is really
I'd
incredible.
probably be in the same boat though. Like save it for special occasions and whatnot. And this festival is a very special occasion too. 3 days, good music, good friends, obviously great beverages. For somebody who's unfamiliar and thinking, what is the Hoochenanny Festival? Give them a little
Well,
recap.
I'll touch on that, but I also would be remiss if I didn't mention, which I forgot, that this guitar is donated by Lou Graham. It will also be in the auction.
Very nice.
That's incredible.
But Tommy can tell you a little more about what's at the festival, what to expect.
Well, you're doing such a great job.
Okay.
Keep going.
So obviously, we have this whiskey auction, but when you walk in the door of the festival, we've announced this a while back, we have an official sponsor now for our Lagerland, which is like a summertime beer tasting event. Keystone Custom Decks is making it possible for every patron who walks in the door that's over 21 to receive tickets to have a free flight of beer. So anyone walking in the door gets a free beer when you get there.
How cool
about
is that?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's literally something for everyone at this festival. And you might be thinking, oh, there's whiskey, there's beer, maybe don't bring the kids, but that's not the case.
No, it's all ages.
Yeah.
And so our World of Whiskey, which is the tasting experience, certainly is 21 and over, as is Lagerland. But there is amazing food. We have amazing food vendors, which I ask everyone to look up at our Barrel Bistro, sponsored by One Digital. Some restaurants that are kind of coming back from like way back, they were huge, like Swilly's, which is a lobster roll company that was in Pulteneyville in 2017 and 18. It was huge, and they're bringing it back for our festival. Good friends of ours. It's amazing. It's so cool.
And the whiskey experience is going to be amazing. It's got the New York State Distillers Guild and bangers from all over the country, like Michter's, and so it's going to be a great experience as well.
Yep.
And for somebody who maybe is not an expert when it comes to whiskey, is this a great chance for them to learn more about it and understand all the different profiles?
Absolutely.
And all that?
Yep.
Got the owner of Vendome, makes the best stills in the world, coming in from Kentucky. There's speakers from all over the country, and a lot of guys from Kentucky are going to be talking about making it, how the process, history, cocktails, everything.
It's a full
The
educational
whiskey's
experience.
great, but tell us a little bit more about the musical lineup too, because you've got some names booked for this.
We got names. Well, we all know, obviously, our first booking was Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, which that was a big deal for me. Sundays, jam bands, Dark Star Orchestra, Mo from Buffalo, Mo Although Travels the World, Eggy and Galactic. Friday night, Charles Wesley Godwin. He's an up-and-coming country guy. I welcome everyone to come see him. He's amazing. Low ticket alert for VIP on Saturday and Sunday. It's getting close.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you both so much for coming
we
in.
really appreciate it.
Thanks for having
One
us.
last time, for somebody who wants to take part in the auction, whether it's the beverages or the
Yep.
guitar, how do they do that?
So 10 days before the festival, we're going to be announcing our partner website. So it's an auction website you go on. And also, I would be remiss if I didn't also announce that we're inviting anyone in the community that has an old, dusty, obscure bottle in the basement or whatever. We're seeking other donations, and it's helping 3 amazing causes.
Putting the call out there to you. You know who you are. You know you've got that in the basement.
That's right.
Absolutely. And we will post all of this information on our website after the show this morning. You can find it all foxrochester.com.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester.
We're back right after this. 9:26 this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. For this morning's reporter recap, we want to continue our conversation on the fallout from that now infamous traffic stop involving Monroe County District Attorney Sandra Dorley. That continues today.
Yeah, State Commission is calling for public censure and says Dorley herself indicated she plans to step down.
Yeah, but her office says that's not happening, at least not yet.
13 Web's Natalie Calzoltoni breaks down where things stand today.
A report released by the State Commission on Prosecutorial Conduct Tuesday says Monroe County District Attorney Sandra Dorley plans to vacate her position and should be publicly censured. This follows multiple investigations into a traffic stop at Dorley's home that was captured on police body-worn cameras April 22, 2024.
Just stop like you're supposed to.
Because I didn't feel like stopping on Phillips Road at 5:30.
That's not your choice. You know that.
Well, I made it my choice.
Despite the commission saying Dorley plans to vacate, the DA released a statement Tuesday indicating she will hold her position, though it is unclear for how long. The administrator of CPC said the commission's recommendation for Dorley to be publicly censured will now be sent to an attorney grievance committee. Sarir Fazli, a member of the 7th Judicial District Grievance Committee, explains how the process works.
The grievance committee can review and adopt those findings, obviously in communication, giving the responding attorney a chance to be heard again. If there is a recommendation for some kind of censure or some kind of public punishment, etc., that is beyond what was initially recommended, or if the responding attorney disagrees, there could be conflict, and that could be, that could give rise to the need for further so-called litigation or a hearing.
Fazli says the appellate division ultimately decides the sanction against an attorney.
To go from receipt of the complaint, if it goes all the way through to a trial, it could take the better part of 18 to 24 months before ultimately there's a decision taken.
Natalie Calzoltoni joins us here in studio. Great continuing coverage, Natalie. As expected, this story continues to blow up online. The comment sections are flooded no matter where you look, no matter who posted it. People are talking about this. I want to dive right into that and get your analysis on some of what these people are saying on social media. If we can pull those comments up, we've got one from Alan, who says she's a public official who broke the law by evading police and not complying with an officer. Imagine what would have happened to any citizen of Monroe County had they done that. And I feel like that's a question so many people have asked themselves since last April when this video was first released.
Well, absolutely. If you remember, there was a protest last April outside of the district attorney's office. Save Rochester was there asking those questions as well. And I think in the investigation, that's ultimately what it comes down to. Did she use her power as district attorney to try to get out of a speeding ticket? And, the commission is obviously recommending public censure. They believe she was. And there's been multiple investigations. And, people have been fired up about this.
Well, because the argument can be made, not everyone has the police chief's number on their cell phone and can dial them from their car and ask the chief to tell your officers to stand down, that they're not a threat.
Right. And yeah, you'll recall the body-worn camera footage showed that, and we've played clips, but yeah, people are fired up. There's people that are fired up. There's also people that are saying, hey, everybody makes a mistake. We talked to Lynn Mazurkowitz. She, obviously felt that, Dorley defended or, prosecuted that trial very, very well, and she has her opinions on her work itself, just a lot of different opinions here.
Yeah, let's take a look at another comment here. Mike Gray asked, how much time, energy, and money are we going to throw at this? It happened. She paid the fine. Can we pull up the graphic, please? She made the fine, made a public statement of regretting her actions. Is a pound of flesh what everyone needs?
Yeah, he's not the only one who feels that way. There are a lot of people who think to themselves, hey, we do not need to be judging each other on one moment in time. And that's absolutely understandable because, as Abby and you and I were discussing yesterday, who out there has not made poor decisions? Who hasn't made a mistake in life? But again, when you're in public office, when you're a public official, when you're a public figure, you are held to a higher standard, especially when you prosecute cases like this.
Absolutely. I think that's why it's gotten so much public attention, even national headlines here, and why there were so many investigations. And it's just really interesting to see what happens next. Obviously, we were saying that it's now in the hands of the Attorney Grievance Committee, but who makes that ultimate decision is the Appellate Division. I know in the report there were mentions of Dorley possibly retiring. Her attorney saying that now is not the time to talk about that. So I'm just curious where we're going to go from here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are.
Yeah. Let's go back to these comments because I know there's no shortage of them, and some of you want to know what everyone else is saying. Lisa Marie says she's not above the law and should not be treated as such. She's already being treated with exceptions.
Similar feeling there from Raquel. She's not above the law. She should not be allowed to receive her retirement benefits either.
That's first that I've heard for that. David Burns says D.A. Dorley is a great person, a hard worker, and has been a tremendous asset to Monroe County.
And Marty says an unfortunate end to an otherwise illustrious career.
Now, a lot of people feel that way. It's a real mixed bag here. But again, it comes down to how do you judge somebody on or for how long do you condemn that one action, and how do you then look at the rest of their career? What kind of lens are you using to look at the rest of the career? Because listen, there are a lot of high-profile cases that she's prosecuted and that she won, and people were, appropriately convicted. And so it's a difficult balancing act to try and figure out how to move forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know when it all first happened, it was, can she gain back the public's trust? She said she would do ethics training. She apologized. And I guess it's a matter of, did she gain it back? It seems to be a very mixed bag right now.
Well, and I think also the scrutiny from the general public, I would imagine, is weighing pretty heavily on her. I mean, we know that she sold her house. We know that her family has moved to South Carolina. We know, just by looking at the comments, I can't imagine that she's able to go to the grocery store without hearing something from somebody about what happened. I think that also plays into it, right?
Yes,
absolutely. It's had to have been difficult, year for her, undoubtedly. But also a difficult year for that office as well, and for any of the ADAs that work in that office. I'm sure they face questions about working under her as well as district attorney. I can't imagine, it's all sunshine and roses in that office on a daily basis when your boss is under a microscope for, a kerfuffle, for an action that, went viral online and made national news and has been seen by just about everyone at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something that I don't think is going to go away until there's some sort of end or resolution in this case. And like the Attorney Grievance Committee member said, it can take 18 to 24 months for even their investigation before, it's passed on to the Appellate Division. So, I think this may be long from over.
Do we know if she's working out of her office at this time?
I don't know for sure. I would assume so, but that I'm not sure of. I don't think we've seen. I know being out in the community as a reporter, I've seen her at the courthouse in the past few months over the past year, but I'm not sure.
All right.
Natalie, thank you for breaking this down for us a little more. We appreciate it. And if you'd like to see the full coverage, several stories just this week on this, head over to 13wham.com.
9:36 this morning. Stick around. A lot more to come right here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back, we're learning more about a special event for those looking for a new four-legged friend.
And don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live right now. Join us on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this. 6:49. Welcome back. If you're looking to find a forever friend, listen up, because this weekend, Operation Freedom Ride Animal Shelter is hosting a very, very special dog rescue event at Blue Wolf Bistro.
Yeah, this morning we're taking a closer look at the event and some of the pups that are up for adoption. Not Clover.
No,
right
please.
here. Not Clover. For more, we're joined now by Jason Snyder from Blue Wolf Bistro and Courtney Caval from Pet Supplies Plus as they get ready to host this event. And Clover here is just so excited to be on television. Thank you both so much for waking up. But Clover is the guest of honor this hour.
Atta girl.
Can you tell us a little bit about Clover so we can start with her?
Oh, she's a little gremlin. She's really weird. She doesn't like to play with toys or with the other dogs. She likes to run with them, but she kind of just gives up. I joke she'd be the most fast dog if she just applied herself, but she knows a lot of tricks, and I don't know. She's the love of my life. I wouldn't be who I am without Clover.
She's so well behaved and so well trained. It's really incredible.
You are like a big baby, aren't
Yes,
you?
she is.
Perfect.
She sleeps under my bed snoring every night. It's amazing.
Now, Jason, why team up with Pet Supplies Plus for this? What's the connection?
So I adopted a rescue dog years and years ago, and it's always been something that I felt was important to rescue the animals. And it's with a local charity that doesn't have a shelter. They do a lot of events, and we're a very dog-friendly restaurant, so it was a perfect fit.
It seems like a perfect fit. And talk to us a little bit about the importance of rescuing and adopting animals. They all need good homes, right?
There's such an overpopulation of dogs and cats out there, and honestly, any animal you can think of.
Yeah.
Lollipop, I know, does small animals. Verona Street does small animals too, reptiles sometimes. It's just, if you're looking for a pet, there's somebody out there that needs a home.
There absolutely is. There's somebody out there that needs a home, and there are so many loving homes that would love to have a pet. Who is this event appropriate for?
This is going to be, we're with Operation Freedom Ride, but as I believe all dogs are welcome.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All
Bring your
dogs
dogs.
are
Every
welcome
Tuesday
every
night,
day.
we have a dog happy hour called Pups on the Patio. and
Whoa, really?
Every Tuesday night,
Yes.
yeah, happy hour. And I mean, dogs are
Gosh.
welcome outside anytime in our restaurant. So
And we're getting a look at some of these pictures here. Can you tell us about these pups? Do we know who
Everybody here
these
is
dogs are?
adoptable through Operation Freedom Ride. Again, they don't have a shelter to operate from, so it's a lot harder to get good eyes on these animals. Not at Pups
Pups on the Patio. Yeah,
and
no,
stuff.
we're all about it. So, I mean, look at the faces. How would you not want one of those?
Seriously.
Honestly.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely, they're so cute, and Operation Freedom Ride just does so much good work in our community. They've been around since 2018.
Yep.
They've adopted, like 340 dogs out. It's amazing.
When you go to adopt a dog, how does the process work? Is there like a little background check or anything like that so that they know that the pups are going to a good home?
Typically, yes.
Okay.
Most
good.
I believe they would.
Yeah, I mean, when we rescued our dog, they even came out and looked at the yard to make sure that it was an appropriate place for the dog. And it's nice to see that they care so much about getting the dog in a good home, not just take the
Getting
dog
a
and go.
home,
You know,
yeah.
they really care about the animals, which is great.
Absolutely. They want to end up with people that get along with them. If there's pets, they'll screen the pets and do a meet and greet. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
And there are so many families out there that would love a dog or really any animal, but not every animal is the perfect fit for a certain. I mean, you don't necessarily want a certain kind of dog with very
Clover
young
wouldn't be
kids
good in a
or-
studio apartment.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say here. And it's wonderful that there are so many options for people. It would be even more wonderful, though, if there were less options, and you can help make that happen. You can be a part
On
of
Sunday.
that.
Yeah, hopefully Sunday at Cornell Park in Berkeley, you can come out and
2 to 5
start
p.m.
the adoption process.
And you guys are doing a discount as well.
We are. We're doing. We're donating part of the proceeds that we make to the charity as a thank you.
That's incredible. That's incredible. For somebody who just wants to come out and bring their pup to Blue Wolf for
That's
a pint.
where I come in.
That's where you come in.
Minus the pint, of course.
Minus the
so
pint.
we're going to be offering reusable goodie bags where you can fill up toys at my store, Toys and Treats at the store, and the entire bag is going to be 30% off.
Wow. Wow.
So come get a reusable bag and then go to Pet Supplies Plus and spoil your baby.
And that's
Or
the one
your
on
new baby.
Monroe Avenue?
Yep, Monroe and
Okay.
Goodman.
That's
Very good.
incredible. And if we want to just bring our dog and sit on the patio, do you guys have brewskis for our four-legged friends?
Well, you know, we can do pup cups. We have water and bowls already. We have treats.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Like I
got
said,
it all.
we're very dog friendly.
That's incredible.
Look at her. She knows she's a star.
She knows she is. Yes.
Camera shy.
You're
She knows.
gonna be signing autographs on your
I
way out of the
believe
building
it.
today, lady. You absolutely are. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Of
We
course,
really
thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
One more time for somebody sitting at home, when and where?
Pups on the patio, 2 to 5 on Sunday the 20th.
Corner of Park in Berkeley, Blue Wolf Bistro.
Stop by at Pet Supplies Plus after.
Oh, that was good.
Thanks.
That's why you're the pro.
Wait, what did you say?
I said Barkley.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Thank you both. When Arc Rochester returns, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Friday Eve.
Stick around. We're back after this. It's time to see what is trending now, and we are starting with World Emoji Day.
Yeah, so starting back in 2014, World Emoji Day celebrates all the fun symbols that people like to add to their text messages or social media posts to bring a little emotion to their messages.
Yeah, emojis were first invented in 1999. They were called emoticons back then, with just 176 symbols created.
As of September 2024, there are 3,790 emojis that exist, and the number just goes up and up and up every single year.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild. And no matter if you're 10 or 70, emojis have really become a part of our vocabulary. I struggle to say that because I don't love them, but sometimes they say so much.
They do, yeah. They don't really have a definite meaning, I guess, and based on which generation you grew up in, emojis can represent apparently some very different things.
Yeah, so we're going to play a little game. We're going to be given some emojis, and we're going to have to say what the emoji represents or means to us generationally, how we would use it in a text and why we would use it in a text or a post or a message, I guess. So that's dead.
Yeah, like I'm dead.
like I'm dead.
dying, whatever you're saying.
Yes,
Funny or
I just
awful.
got out of the gym. I'm dead because I worked too hard, or you said something really funny to me, and then I'm dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that right, Ashley?
Yeah, so it can mean anything to you. So.
Oh, okay. So this isn't like a right or wrong type
Oh,
deal.
so there's no real game here.
I do have Gen Z and what millennials say too about the.
Okay.
Okay, and what do they say?
So, according to Gen Z, this means in disbelief. Can be used as a substitute for bruh.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Listen. It doesn't make any sense.
No, I know. I'm just gonna say they're wrong.
And then for millennials, it means just died.
Okay.
Either from laughing or from embarrassment. Just.
Well, that's us.
Yep.
So you're.
Yep.
Are you? Yeah, you are.
Don't even put me as like a Gen X.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was
Wow.
just clarifying.
Wow.
I don't know that. Whatever. All right.
Okay.
Do we have another one, Ashley? So.
That's the.
What's the confusion?
I can't tell if those were real tears or tears of joy, like tears of laughter.
Oh, okay. No.
What one are they?
I always interpret that as either something really funny or something really awful has happened. No in between.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Funny. Yeah. Or I guess awful. I mean, that mouth shape. It's a weird looking. Okay. Maybe look at it here.
Yeah.
This looks a little. Okay. I would say okay. That's laughter.
For Gen Z, it's laughing at something, but it's not funny. More like something traumatic.
Okay.
Millennials expressing excessive emotion of some sort, sadness, happiness, etc.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Checks out.
Yeah, that one works, I suppose.
All
What's
right.
the next one?
Ashley, how many of these do you have?
Abby's done
No,
with
I'm
the
just
game.
wondering. I'm just asking. I'm not done with it. I was just asking.
This is like that's what it means.
Retweet. I guess. Like I would say like something is like I don't know. I don't.
Gen Z says it's reacting to someone who you would like as a partner or something that you might need. And then millennials describe this as help or I can't believe this is happening.
I would never use that. This is not one that I would use.
Listen, I might not use it either, but that's what yes.
It kind of, I don't know, it just makes me feel gross when I see it.
Oh, really?
Like, I'm just kind of like, why is he making that face?
Oh, a visceral reaction.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
All right.
Next one. This is love. This is cutesy. This is flirty.
See, I always am like, oh, like you're like that makes me feel nice.
Okay, yeah. I both, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, for Gen Z, it's a way of being passive aggressive when saying a certain thing. So, for instance, I really hate this, and then they put that little emoji.
Okay, so.
But that's not passive aggressive.
Saying I hate this is not passive aggressive. That's just stating the emotion you feel.
If somebody were to be mean to me and I said thank you and then sent that would be
That's
passive
passive
aggressive.
aggressive.
Well, this is what they said.
Okay, well, they can't rewrite the definition of passive aggressive too. They've already got the emojis.
Okay, but for millennial, it's lots of love or appreciation.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm feeling old. But we'll move
Next one. This one is like I've got the tea, I've got the info.
It's like hot gossip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ashley, is that right?
So, for millennials, it's not even that. It's just something fancy. I thought Gen Z thought of this as tea, but it's not. It's actually just describe someone as being high maintenance or bothersome.
A prima donna.
I need to use this one more often.
Chris is saying bougie.
Bougie.
Okay.
I like the word, Chris. Yeah. No, I think they're wrong.
What else you got?
Last one.
That's like the to me.
I don't know that I've ever seen that one.
I've used that one. That's to me the equivalent of like I'm dead. Like I'm so burnt out and exhausted and over it all that I'm melting right now.
I just took hot yoga.
That is literally what Gen Z and millennials both say.
Okay.
Everything is awful, and this is how I'm feeling about
Yep.
it.
Yeah, you know the dog in the burning house, everything's fine.
Yes, everything's fine.
How funny. That's exactly the example that they gave for this. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I got better.
Look
and
at
better
you. You got those young genes somewhere in
I'm
there.
like, you know, I'm on the edge.
That DNA. All right, good for you. All right, don't go anywhere when Arc Rochester returns. It's our final thoughts this Thursday.
We're back after this. Time for our final thoughts this morning here on Arc Rochester. What do you think?
What do we got for final thoughts?
Well,
listen, I loved Lucky. Lucky? Clover. Clover.
Clover the dog.
Clover the dog.
Excellent.
Clover the dog was great.
Yeah.
Don't miss out on that. Hoochenanny, though.
That's going to be a great festival.
That whiskey.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
There's no shortage of things to do around here, which is
No.
excellent, which we obviously saw with Deb Ross and kids out and about. But, you know, all the festivals, all of the events, you know, it's impossible to be bored.
It really, really is. If you're bored, then touch grass, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. Go
get
out and
outside.
do something.
Yeah. Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to join us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 over on
13 Wham, ABC. Much
right.
more live local news coming up later today for 13 Wham News at midday. We'll see you then.
Bye.